Brilliance Audio presents Light Her Fire by Samanthe Beck. Performed by Lucy Rivers. You've hit a new low when the chance to eye-fuck Melody Merritt in Boone's Market is what passes for excitement in your life. Josh Bradley almost groaned out loud as he watched Melody run slim, busy fingers over every single cucumber in the 5-for-5 bin. He dumped a bag of apples into his cart without tearing his attention from those nimble hands, which were currently stroking one cucumber so thoroughly he was going to have a bystander orgasm right there between the Gallas and the Granny Smiths. If the guys in Cincinnati could see you now, they'd be laughing their asses off. Right. Moving to sleepy Bluelick, Kentucky to become fire chief had been a mistake. Though watching Miss Bluelick chew her lip and fondle cucumbers almost made the career blunder worthwhile. Almost. But the last 3 months had proved one thing beyond a shadow of a doubt. He was a city boy. He needed action, something in short supply in Bluelick, notwithstanding what was happening in his pants at the moment, thanks to Melody. He picked out a bunch of bananas and added them to his cart. Ironically, his appetite for action and a fair dose of ambition were what had pulled him to this Kentucky-fried Mayberry in the first place. He'd stalled out in the Cincinnati Fire Department as an assistant chief with no chance of advancement until the chief retired, which the man showed no sign of doing. Chief Warren had told him to be patient, get more years under his belt, and when the time was right, Josh would be ready. Frustration tightened his jaw. As much as he valued his mentor's advice, marking time solely for the sake of marking time wasn't his strong suit. He'd learned early a person's tenure on this earth could be short. He had goals to achieve, a legacy to honor, and saw no point in dicking around. When he'd learned about the opening in Bluelick, he'd traded the status quo in the city for the opportunity to parlay the chief's gig in Bluelick to the same role in a larger department and ultimately build the kind of career his father had aimed for, one that would make his father proud. The squeak of cartwheels brought him back to the present. A little old lady rolled by. His eyes cut back to Melody. She was a head-turner by any standard. A tall, refined Southern Grace Kelly. He dubbed her Miss Bluelick because she practically personified the place with her deep-rooted family tree and small-town sensibilities. The starched white blouse and flowy yellow skirt she wore said, "Mind your manners." Manners he didn't possess. Not your type, he reminded himself. You don't do good girls. He'd heard the rumors. Rumors about how her former fiancé spent a few years in New York and D.C., getting his law degree and a bunch of other letters after his name. The man had also apparently picked up some big city tastes, sexually speaking, which the prim and proper Bluelick belle didn't care to indulge. Josh's tastes didn't tend toward prim and proper either, but every once in a while, he caught a glimpse of something less than proper sparkling in her mountain lake eyes. Like now. She stood on the opposite side of the produce section, staring at him with an expression that had his cock doing its best impression of a tower ladder. She blinked, as if suddenly realizing he was staring back, and looked away. Pathetic. You're in a grocery store fantasizing about corrupting Miss Bluelick. Then again, who could blame him? What red-blooded man with a pulse wouldn't have a little cucumber envy right now? He scowled. The degree of his attraction pissed him off. He wasn't looking to get tied down, but even if he was, no way was he getting tied down in Mayberry. He planned to serve his time, a year max, and then move on, preferably to someplace that didn't inspire early retirement jokes from the assholes in his old department. No, Melody wasn't his type, and even if she were, he should steer clear of her. But a part of him wanted to see just how deep all the Southern propriety really ran.